the same. So that was Ronnie O'Sullivan showing his authority at the table straight out the blocks.
It was definitely twitchy this afternoon, wasn't it, from Ronnie's perspective, as Judd was really making a comeback today?
Yeah, it's just an awkward game sometimes. It doesn't matter how good you are. I mean, if the other bloke gets the cue ball and gets a few runs of the ball here and there and you're not quite at it, it can easily run away from you. And Judd played very well this afternoon, has to be said. He looked a lot fresher himself after playing that long match with Mark Williams in the semi-final. It was 17-16, so he upped his game this afternoon, of that there's no doubt, and Ronnie dipped slightly, it has to be said.
In these best of 35 frame matches, you get to 5, you get to 10, you get to 15. They're milestones, only 3 to go here.
27. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
So, Ronnie O'Sullivan breaks off frame 27. Three frames away to equal history here at the Crucible. What can this man do to stop him? He wants to create a little bit of his own history.
Straight away he's looked at that plant. He's coming around to have another look at it. If he takes this on, everything's going to open up. Well, now you can see it, but it's a 4-ball plant he's possibly looking at here. You can see the other red that's away from the bunch. As we pull out, it's just going to the left of the pocket. And he's decided on the loose red, and that's a pretty good choice, I think. Well, it's so unfortunate to land there after that fabulous long red.
Yeah, wonderful, but unfortunate.
Blue ball. Shot from
A little bit careless, that one. Look where the yellow's gone. Big target now. Yellow, green and brown to get in behind. And Ronnie's so good at this particular part of the game. Oh, he's hit that far too thin. Can Judd get the cue ball in behind those colours? Needs to miss the brown.
He'd be disappointed with that. It was a big target behind brown and yellow, and now it's an even bigger one. I'd be expecting Ronnie O'Sullivan to put the cue ball behind those 3-ball colours here. A little bit short of pace. Has he got the cover? I don't think so. Just about on that red.
Certainly knocking a few long ones in that he hasn't been doing throughout this year's Betfred World Championship, because he's been relying on his B game, which has got him through some of the matches. He's missed a few long ones, but if he starts knocking those in, he's going to be dangerous. Now, how's your luck here, Judd? It's okay, I think. Depends on the one next to the pink. He's a bit unlucky, you know. In fact, he's very unlucky if that one doesn't go. Couldn't have hit this any better.
Yeah, this red does pot into this bottom right corner pocket, but it's a very acute angle. He's bridging over a couple of reds. There's the 2002 world champion Peter Ebden. Great to have him along this year. Of course, he was helping Jack Blazowski out. Made a wonderful run to the quarterfinals.
Eventful.
And there's Bond. The name's Bond. Nigel Bond, who's retired this year. Wonderful ambassador for our game.
This time the cue ball is looking good behind yellow and brown. And that's a wonderful safety shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan. And there's no gap. May try and drop on this red just behind the black on the top cushion. Just off one cushion just before the middle pocket on the right. It's a delicate one, doesn't want to go by it.
Looks perfect, this. This is not easy to get side on it when you're swerving it like that. That could go wrong that way. And Ronnie knows that. That's why he's changed his shot. If he's looking at this long red into the left corner, well, he certainly looked at it, but this is so tough. If it's just off straight, this would be an unbelievable pot. Oh, what a shot he's taking on here. Oh, what a shot. Well, that's up there with the shots of the championship, it has to be said. To pot it, but to screw the white back like that, brilliant.
What an amazing shot. Not many players in the game could actually play that shot. He's blessed with timing, cue par, Judd Trump. And he got perfect position on the blue as well.
6.
Played that nice, played for the red left to the black, so that will open the black now when he puts this into both corner pockets and sort of free up that area a little bit. Oh,
7.
need that cue ball to go through just a fraction more. He's slightly hampered by this red. Fractions, just fractions anywhere but hampered on that red, and he was perfect.
Yeah, when you're bridging over a ball like that, it's so easy to get a little bit of unwanted side on it.
Well,
that's a wonderful chance again now. These all should have been Judd's. In this game, when you miss and you go back to your seat, you've got to just watch your opponent knock the ones in that you should have had.
8.
But that's why it's such a tough sport.
9.
Playing for the pink into the left corner. He'll just leave the cue ball almost exactly where the pink is now. Just stop it dead. Perfect. The red into the opposite corner. And what a chance this is. Judd Trump be so disappointed
15.
with that opportunity.
16.
Penny for your thoughts.
$23. 24.
I must say, Dennis, though, Ronnie does look very calm and very composed. He was put under a bit of pressure. There was a few little signs that maybe just getting to him, but looks like a different player already
31.
this evening.
$32.
Well, he had a few hours to talk with a few friends, and I think Steve Peters is here. So they'll have chatted about things, and he's come out, as we said, looking very fresh.
39.
And he's up for the job of winning his 7th world title.
40. $47. 48.
He's on 15 centuries at the moment. He'll make sure of the frame first. He's already 33 in front.
55. 56.
Yeah. 43 at the moment. Black will be 50 with 51 remaining, so just one red, and it looks like it's going to be a formality. Quick glance at the score. 51 ahead, so.
64.
Pretty much straightforward. What a start from Ronnie O'Sullivan here, Dennis.
Well, he's taken all Stephen Hendry's records with the exception of
71.
the number of world titles he's won. Stephen Hendry has
72.
made 16 centuries in the World Championship one year, equalled by Mark Williams this year. And Ronnie, if he can make a century here, will join that elite group.
79. 80.
Nice shot, leaves himself a nice angle on the pink that he can bring that yellow into play. Little delicate shot, beautifully played. The possibility of another
86.
record equaling break here if he gets the century.
88.
Oh, has to go around the table. Well, he's going to play the green in the centre. Oh, such a shame. But a wonderful break of 88 from the 6 times champion of the world. He edges closer to the elusive 18. He leads Judd Trump now with 16 frames to 11.
Closer and closer to equaling Stephen Hendry's record of 7 world titles. Back we
Thank
go.
you.
This
Frame
is frame
28.
28.
Judd Trump to break.
Judd Trump needs a frame to take us to a mid-session interval. 2 more frames to be played. Can he get the chance? This crucible crowd. What a few frames I've seen here, and he can get on this red at the back of the bunch here. And after the next shot, there could be quite a few more reds in play. It just depends on the angle he
6.
has here, but the opening pot, once again, brilliant.
Seven.
Very well controlled as well. There's 2 reds still available, but this was a cracker.
He looks amazing, those few shots. The blue into the yellow
14.
pocket as well. Screwing back for that bottom red. As John Parrott says in the studio, he looks like he's just playing in the local snooker club. Not a care in the world. Amazing. What a
50.
talent. What a genius.
Just this one more loose red, but the way he's playing, you wouldn't bet on those reds being opened up
21.
Sure.
very shortly. Just asking the referee to respot the pink, so that tells us maybe he's not on this red. It's very tight. No, he's going to have to bend that. So that was a little slip up there.
Thank you. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 21.
Yeah, mistake from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Not happy. It's okay. He hasn't left a possible pot. Ronnie O'Sullivan, if he plays the red into the pack of reds, he's just got to be careful that a red doesn't pop over this bottom left corner pocket. He's played it nicely. Very nicely indeed. Excellent shot.
And you can't pot them if you can't see them. Excellent. Very good from Judd Trump there.
Yeah, brilliant response. So difficult when the red is so close to the top cushion.
And he did look to see if that red would pass the pink, but don't think it does. Well, it does, but what a shot that would be if he took that on and tried to get on the black. This will lift the roof if this comes off, but it's very risky.
Yeah, I think the red that's on the left-hand side cushion is slightly in the way also. May take it on. He's going to avoid that red on the left-hand side cushion. Oh, he got a heavy contact there and it's rolled off. That is very unlucky. He's got a slight heavy contact on that red. You could hear it even here in the commentary box. And watch it just roll towards the left-hand side. That's in from there. Just watch it veer offline slightly. Very unlucky.
Sure.
It was a great effort, but this opening pot may look quite straightforward, but he's got to get a little bit of action on it. And the harder you hit them sometimes, in fact, he's going for the one for the middle pocket.
1.
That was a much better shot, positional wise. As long as he's not dead straight, and he's not. He's much closer to this red, which
6.
makes it a lot easier than it was previously. But that's what can happen with that type of shot. I still expected him to knock that in, but misjudgment there.
Yeah, particularly the way he was playing it, trying to get the cue ball out off the cushion. When they're so tight to the top cushion, he might have been better off playing that with running side as opposed to check side, as we say. Playing the right hand side. Now needs a split here, Judd Trump. Oh. Well. The snooker gods have gone against him so far this evening. Judd Trump, he's had no luck.
Judd Trump, 8.
Well, he simply just got to win this frame somehow. Judd Trump, 17-11. Well, you wouldn't give him much hope, but if he can somehow just manage to get this one still in with a shout. You always feel, as long as your opponent needs 2 frames, no matter what you're behind, you always feel you've got a chance.
Yeah, Ronnie's been a bit fortunate there. That red could have been possibly potted into that left corner pocket, but it's come over and it's even blocked the other one. It's tight on the cushion. He does have the red that's closest to the yellow into the top left-hand corner pocket, but a lot of pressure on this. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful shot and great pot. Right in the heart of the pocket.
It's still awkward though.
5.
3 reds on the cushions and the 5 reds are all covering each other. So he's already working out the angle. And straight into the pink would, I don't think there's any plants on. Big shot coming up.
6.
He's got to be very precise with this. If he doesn't hit the pink full ball here, left or right of the pink, and he may not disturb any of those reds, so that's why he's having a good look at it here, and he's got to be careful. I'm going to hit the pink, but not with too much pace. Doesn't want to lose the cue ball. Yeah, it's a delicate little shot. Now, how's your look? It's okay. I think he's got a red into the left corner.
11.
Oh, it's tight, but I think it pots.
12. Eighteen. Nine.
3 more comfortable reds and 3 more awkward reds. It's not a straightforward run to the winning line in this frame.
26.
Yeah, I think those 2 reds that are on the top
27.
cushion play a major part in this frame. He has an angle to try and maybe bring the one that's closest to the corner pocket and could play into that, but he's not going to this occasion. Coming back for the loose reds.
34. 35.
To play the cannon onto those reds, he needs to be over the left side of the table as we look at it. It'll be
42.
much better. Has he left the red a little awkward to do that? He has. No, he could just manage to run through, and this was the
43.
side that was going to give him a better chance to develop one of these reds. That's okay.
$50.
He's going to need the other one, and he'd love to get nicely in behind this with a little bit of angle. The one just behind the black and to the left. And he wanted to get close to it, and this looks pretty good. Brilliant shot.
That's a wonderful touch.
56.
And he's just had a look at the scoreboard. He's 37 ahead, so just needs this red. Doesn't have to do too much with it. Natural angle will bring the cue ball off the top cushion. It's there.
57.
And once again, make sure the black will put him 45 ahead, but just 35 remaining. And it's been a wonderful break.
64.
Well, we definitely are going to get a mid-session
64.
interval
And
as
the break.
Ronnie O'Sullivan stays in the seat. It was a must-win frame for Judd Trump, and he's still battling away there, but it's still a long way back. Ronnie O'Sullivan now leads 16-12.
Had that little burst.
The flamboyance has been his trademark all of this time. Everybody remembers 2019 and that incredible final he played against John Higgins, 8 frames in a row, playing the most amazing shots. But his all-round game, how would you rate it now in comparison to where it was 3 years ago even?
I think he's a lot higher, he's a lot more mature player, and he plays on inspiration, and if he gets a bit, he's always dangerous.
So, last frame before the mid-session interval. Interesting chat from the 2 boys in the studio, Steve Davis and John Parrott, talking about Judd Trump's long ball, and certainly he's come back, put some great long balls already this evening. Needs to slow up this red. Has he left it? Has he got the cover on the brown? Ronnie Ronnie's had an anxious look. He has got the cover. I'm just wondering, would he attempt the cross double into the opposite middle pocket? It's a dangerous one. He may have a look at it. He's having a look at it. Worth to go?
Yeah, definitely, because he's got to remove that red. He can't play a safety shot and leave it there. And there we go. In fact, he played it too well. Well spotted by Ken and well executed by Judd, but this Brown, boy, is this tough. That was tough.
One.
But he's an inspirational player, as we say, and he's not going to refuse something like that. He's got to make something happen, and he did in the previous frame. But that was a tough one.
One.
Yeah, he's going to go for it, isn't he? That's his policy. I don't blame him for it. 9 times out of 10, you'd fancy him to pot the brown. Now, so difficult to break the reds from the black.
8.
I wonder will Ronnie stay in the black or go for blue here? He's going to stay on the black, but
9.
this requires an awful lot of top spin into the pack of reds. Not guaranteed to get one out here. I think he might have been better going up for the blue off that red, Dennis.
Yeah, I was with you, Ken.
60.
Yeah, he could have got up on the blue, and we know how good he is at going straight into the pink. That's a difficult pack to split from the black. Is he going for a double? Yeah, not quite though.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 16.
Well, he had an anxious look to see if he left the red into the left middle pocket. If he has, that was the wrong choice of shot. Should never have been going for the double. You've got to guarantee you get it safe, and he's just overscrewed that a little bit, and he's left this pot on. Now, where's this going to finish up?
He's a long way away from that pot, but have a look at what happened. Red hits the cue ball. And knocks it into a position where Ronnie can have a go with this red. He's got it.
1.
He's so natural when he switches hands. A lot of the time people, they don't realise he's done it.
8.
You know, he's so good with his opposite hand.
9.
Well, it's not ideal. It's not a great angle on the blue. And that's why he's coming around to see about the possibility of taking the red up into the top left-hand corner pocket, the yellow pocket as we call it. The angle on the blue into the reds wasn't good enough.
$14.
Wonderful shot.
15.
He just cued that, didn't he, Dennis? Didn't hit it with any pace or power. Just trusted his cue action. Lovely shot. Now the split. How's it? And how's your look? How's your look? I think it's good. I think it's very good. What a shot.
Wonderful split, but he's a little unfortunate as we see it again. Didn't want to hit the pink that time, but the black won't go into the left corner, which makes that red into the right corner pretty awkward. For a positional point of view, He's going to have to power this one. And that's a great effort.
21.
Well, he potted the blue up into this green pocket earlier on this evening, and it went into the left-hand side of the pocket. It wobbled, didn't it?
You know, I think he might take the brown because he's having to lean over this red. So he's looked at the blue, he's had a look at the brown. It's a much more difficult pot, but he's... No, it's okay. The red's not in the way, so definitely the blue. And if he can go to the mid-session interval, leading 17-12.
26.
He's got
27.
plenty of chances to clinch the match, so important visit this.
He just looks so relaxed, so cool.
34.
As I said, at times in this afternoon session, he
35.
looked a little bit nervous. It's understandable, of course. He's on the precipice of history, glory, and of course equaling 7 times Stephen Hendry's record here at the Crucible.
I remember speaking with him
42.
when he won 3 world titles, and he said, no, I'll never be able to get to Stephen Hendry's record. I said,
43.
you've got to be joking. And just to avoid that cannon, was judged to perfection there.
50.
Wow.
51.
You'd think it's just a matter of time now after the mid-session interval.
Yeah, well, this is an important frame, isn't it? Frame's over. He's only going to be 1 away. I'm not quite sure what he knows
58.
about the record or equaling the record of century breaks. I don't know whether that's on his mind
59.
or not. But he could do it here as well into the bargain. As Dennis said earlier, he's got 15 centuries at this year's World Championship. The record is 16 by Mark Williams, who achieved that this year, and Stephen Hendry when he
66.
won his last World Championship back in 1999.
67.
He's going to need to bring this red below the pink out into play, a little cannon. It's okay. So it's still on.
74.
The crowd sense that as well. They know the records are possible. Well, as he
75.
Unlucky.
Well, it's such a shame. The century is not there, the record is not equal, but more importantly, Ronnie O'Sullivan is 1 frame away from becoming champion of the world for the 7th time he goes into the mid-session interval. He leads Judd Trump now by 17 frames.
For nights like this, to watch these guys. And as you know, Ronnie O'Sullivan needs 1 more frame for a slice of snooker history. Here they come. So who better to take us through the rest of this contest than the 7 times champion of the world, Stephen Hendry, and John Virgo. All yours.
Thank you, Hazel. And here we are, the climax of 17 days
Thank you.
of the Betfred World Snooker Championship at the home of snooker, the Crucible Theatre. And yes, it's an honour to be sat next to the 7 times champion of the world, Stephen Hendry. And well, Judd, in a position where you can't really fancy him, but he's made comebacks before in this match, particularly this afternoon. But surely Stephen now can't afford 1 mistake.
No, not at all. He's got to play perfect snooker now to stay in this match. And as we've seen before the interval, it's all-out attack. If he sees a pot, he's going to go for it. He's had chances in every frame tonight, Judd Trump. Been a little bit unfortunate, but then he did have that outrageous fluke in the last frame of the afternoon, didn't he? So it's been to and fro in the run of the ball throughout this match, as it does in a multi-session match.
That will depend on the potting angle of this red. Can he drop it in for the black? Because it only goes into the opposite corner. Didn't have the natural angle. It was a big sigh from Judd. Did he give a heavy contact? Is that why he kissed the second red? Yes, bit of a bounce, wasn't he, when cue ball met object ball. This black is still potable, but it's tough.
Well, again, it's just those little flicks. And if he misses the green there, he's perfect on the red that's closest to the black. This is a thin one to the left corner, and these type of shots, if you miss it, more often than not, you leave the red over the pocket. Well, he potted it. I'm just looking where the next red comes from after the colour. And I'm not taking this black as a given. Good pot. But always was the problem. How do you get on the next red?
24.
Taking it on, far right corner. What a pot! What a pot that
was! 32.
So up for the blue and angle required to go into the pink.
33.
It's not the best angle. He may have to go off two cushions, lots of top left-hand side. Try and get into the pack from the left-hand side of the table. Not sure if he can go directly into the pink, with power anyway. Yeah, that was always going to be difficult, even with Judd Trump's cue power, to bring reds out.
38. Judd Trump 38.
Not the best safety shot. He's put no pressure on Ronnie here at all. Ronnie with his hand on the table, expecting to play a better safety than that. Well, he hasn't. Caught the safety much too thin.
Foul on a miss. Free ball. Judd Trump 4.
So, free ball, brown available.
Brown ball.
Not sure if we can hold for the blue. May have to come down the table for black here. Yeah, well played. Excellent pace. Yeah, all Judd Trump can do is keep potting balls, try not to make any
8.
unforced errors, and see where it takes him.
No.
Yes, and it has to be said that today is the best he's played in this match. You felt for him yesterday.
16. $17.
No, little cannon. Well, that red just to the right of the pink. Well, he's playing a run through. It must be an easier red to get on. If you can avoid the cannon, you will. There's always a risk.
24.
But the reds couldn't be better placed than just a couple of reds, couple of colours away from securing the frame.
25. $32.
This red and a colour to get to snooker's required.
33.
And one of the reasons I said he needs to play perfect snooker is because I believe the first chance Ronnie gets to win this title, I think he'll take it. So Judd is going to try and delay this for as long as possible.
$38.
I think he'll need to pot this red to stop Ronnie coming back to the table.
$39. 46. $47.
Playing with a nice freedom.
$52. 53. $60. 61. $66. 67. $74. 75. 82. 84.
It's been wonderful stuff from Judd Trump.
87. 91. 96.
So the pink for the century. Superb, superb. Circumstances considered, superb. And a bit of naughty snooker to finish it off with. That's the type of frame he needed. And that's the one he got. He's hanging on in there. 4 behind.
Well, that's always the case with Ronnie O'Sullivan because he's as hard as nails.
Yes, another chance. Frame 31.
Thank you. Thank you. The 31st frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Ronnie playing safe, but once again, he's not found the baulk cushion. And a little shake of the head.
The red is on. Ronnie coming around to see if the black is available to left corner.
1.
It's okay, the kiss in the blue, because there's a red in between the black and the bunch. Just separated from the bunch of reds that does go to the right corner. It's going to need a good cue ball to get on it properly. And good cue ball he's got. Now if the black does go to left corner, this is a
6.
chance.
Yeah, I think we couldn't tell whether it went before because the angle on the red was to play up for the blue. Well, he's not
7.
on the black. And I don't think there's anything to go at. Too risky. Just try and find the baulk cushion, this cue ball. He's gone round, have a look. Thinking, where would I not like to be?
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 7.
It's pretty easy for Judd Trump just to play the red up and down the table, leave the cue ball on the black cushion.
Good shot. Very accurate. Very, very accurate. Don't playing the red to the left of the black, snooker behind the black, but that wouldn't have reaped any rewards. It'd just been an easier snooker to escape from. Yeah, it's a head scratcher. There is a path back to baulk. Second red in on the right-hand side, but you'd have to get it absolutely perfect. There's obstacles in the way. The green, the blue, the brown.
Well, yeah, he tried to pop himself out of trouble, and that's a decent kiss on the yellow. Did well to, when he missed the pot, to avoid all the reds with the cue ball.
Now the second red in that Judd could have played safe off. It is potable. Ronnie would fancy it if he can avoid kissing the red next to it. Taking it on. Well, he couldn't avoid the red next to it. You'll just be pleased to see the red went in. Because kissing the second red, if you missed it, you was leaving the table open for your opponent. Is there a pot to go at?
No, I'm looking right down the line of the shot to the yellow. Yellow's not available, so it'll be another safety shot. Try and glue the cue ball to the baulk cushion. And try and find the spot that's most awkward. Try and not give Judd a path back to baulk.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
I'll be a little bit disappointed with the cue ball. It's not tight in the cushion. I'm not saying this shot is easy at all for Judd. Not sure. I can see a return to bulk. I mean, the red that's on the black cushion, you could come off thin the left-hand side of it as we look. But that's such a tough shot. I can't see much else. May decide to take this red on that's down the left cushion. Got to be careful if you miss it. The double kiss. And in the end, he's done pretty well there.
Yeah, I think so. Judged it nicely, purposely played cushion first, and thought, well, if I'm going to leave him any chance of a shot, I'm going to make it as difficult as I can. He's done that. Another good safety. Once again, not tight to the baulk cushion, but where he's left Judd, he's stopped the safety down the right-hand side of the table. So once again, getting back to baulk is nigh on impossible. Well, this red is potable, but I don't think Ronnie will even give it a second look. Well, he is, and he's playing the cannon on the red by the black. He's played the cannon. He's got the pot. He's got the cannon.
Yeah, fabulous pop. And is this the beginning of the end of this match? Look at the reds.
Thank you.
All through this World Championship,
8.
it's positions like this where Ronnie O'Sullivan has been lethal. He just hasn't missed. Hasn't left the table until the frame's been won.
9.
Yes, when Judd dropped on that red, I thought he wouldn't give it a second look because I didn't think the black was available. When he got down, it was perfect to roll the red and get the cannon. Judd thought he'd got it safe. Now the question is, as he's played his last shot, he'd like to cannon that red he's just grazed by, but he's still got an alternative to
16.
the left middle. And the reds couldn't be spread better.
17.
That was a nice little flick from the blue. Just kept him in perfect position. Yeah, it's just about the moment now, isn't it? Composure, that's what it's all about. It's something that he's not lacked. Just taking that extra second or two just to make sure in his mind he knows exactly what shot he's going to play.
22. 23.
1.
30.
I just would have liked to have been straighter on this red. And almost a signature Ronnie O'Sullivan shot there. Absolutely perfect right side of the blue.
$36. 37.
Perfectly played, Cannon. It's there now for the taking.
Yeah, this is when your mouth goes a bit dry. You're just giving every shot 100%. You know this is the moment. You know you're winning the match and the title here, and it's just kind of going through the motions, kind of on autopilot.
$52.
Yep, the end is nigh. Snooker's required, and just this black to confirm that. And this will mean an awful lot to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
60. 61.
He knows that you can say the best player that's ever lived, but to do that, you need your name in those history books. And he's going to join you now, Stephen.
Yeah, he's taken the game to new levels. He really has.
68.
The century breaks, the cue ball control, the safety game, the temperament, the killer instinct.
69.
He's got it all. I said earlier in the week it was an honour to be at 7 with Ronnie, and it is, because he plays the game the way it's supposed to be played. He's an artist.
I'll echo that. I will echo that.
72.
Won his first major title at the age of 17 when he beat you in 1993 in the UK Championship, and he would have dreamed of this moment, equaling the great Stephen Hendry's record. He's played it down,
79.
but I know that he will be over the moon.
Thank you.
And just as spare a thought for Judd Trump, he has proved that he doesn't have to pot balls, he's got a B game, and once his potting comes back, it'll be a danger for everyone. But in this tournament, in this final, Ronnie O'Sullivan has proved, without doubt, that he's the greatest player in the world. The emotion's there. He's obviously saying to Judd, I'm sorry you didn't play well, but at the end of the day, it's Ronnie O'Sullivan. His dream to be 7 times champion of the world has been realised. Ronnie O'Sullivan, the Betfred World Snooker Champion 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a final. What a champion. What a family gathering tonight. A hugely emotional moment. the 7 times world champion, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Lily and Ronnie Jr. are with him tonight. And let me first of all, you can see the emotion in this man tonight. He's done it. He's done it, but not without a fight from Judd Trump.